gracious me, what an outrage! Can I not even eat dessert in peace?
I thought 4 servings of cake was enough, ma'am. Now, if you please.
Of course, I'm just so busy with everyone pulling me in every direction. I'm starting to get motion sickness. Well then, what's on the agenda for today?
Now then, your inspection of the Twilight Ruins and the feasibility study for the new school.
Oh, no! An inspection and that blasted study? There would need to be 2 of me to do it all. They worked me to the bone, I say. To the bone! It's exploitation, that's what it is. They think they're going to dump all this work on me? Alone? Ah, I think not. You there!
Huh?
I hereby name you Florum's interim superintendent of education, effective immediately. Hetty, do see that all the necessary paperwork is filed.
Yes, ma'am.
Super and what? Sorry, I'm not sure.
Now that that's taken care of, since I am so passionate about Luxembourg's cultural heritage, I will go to the ruins. While you survey people about the new school. Your stocky little legs look well suited to tromping about the town, at least. Chop chop!
Hold on, lady. I don't know you from a bowl of gravy, but...
Shush, shush, shush! Zip those lips and move those hooves. Oh, don't worry, dear. Everyone is nervous their first time. Take heart. I believe in you. We'll be taking our leave then. I'll be waiting for your report.
Yes, ma'am.
My word, what a powerful figure. She's like a force of nature.
Just wait a minute. I still don't even know who any of you people are.
The esteemed personage you just met is Miss Ursula U. Duet, Chancellor of Education from Al Campus. I am Hetty Steady, one of her administrative assistants. A pleasure to meet you.
And what is this job she just dumped on me?
Chancellor Duet has delegated to you the vital task of overseeing all matters of education here in Florum.
It's an honor, Superintendent Lee.
Halavash! Moving up in the world, aren't we now?
I had no idea you were so passionate about education, Idia.
Laugh all you want, guys. Let's just get this over with. What am I supposed to survey or whatever?
Thanks, done by
The
Beast.
Al Campus Ministry of Education is planning to open a new academy right here in Florum. We are conducting a thorough survey of the populace to determine what sort of school might best serve their needs.
That sounds pretty vague. Can't you just give me like a yes or no question?
Indeed. Let us start with the question of whether or not the campus should be co-educational.
Okay, so I'll find out if people want one school for everyone or separate schools for girls and boys. Then I'm done, right?
Not exactly. We already did a preliminary survey, the results being 10 in support of a co-educational system, 10 in support of single-sex education, and 40 with no particular preference.
If you already did the survey, then what do you need me for? Okay. So what should I do? Find out more about the co-ed supporters and naysayers?
That would be a suitable place to start. The leaders of each faction are both teachers here in town. We would appreciate it if you could listen to their arguments and render a decision. Will you speak with them?
I don't see what choice I've got. Lead the way.
I'd be delighted to, if you would just follow me to the city's upper level. That is where we will find the leader of the anti-co-ed faction, one Ms. Rhea Veeling.
So I'm gonna assume that one class leader is gonna be like one former class, and the other one's gonna be a different one. But which ones are gonna suddenly become teachers? Especially in Florum. You're not familiar, so what is this?
Stand with us against co-education! Don't allow these outsiders to come in and muddy our good morals! Take a stand
So that's the leader of the group that wants separate education?
That is correct. Ms. Ria Veeling. She may come from academia, but many say she has political aspirations.
What's with the dowdy old dribble, eh? No one wants to see you out here, you saggy old hag. This is the era of gender equality. Co-education is the only way to the future.
Equal opportunities for men and women. One school for men and women.
And that's the leader for the co-ed supporters?
Quite so. Mr. Sweaty Tracksuit. He was hired just this spring as an interim
Sweaty
physical education instructor.
Tracksuit?
That mask looks awfully familiar.
There you are, and in that grubby tracksuit no less. Today's the day we win this debate once and for all.
Dream on. Just you try with those old-fashioned ideals of yours.
Huh. It would seem your awareness of the times is rivaled only by your impeccable fashion sense.
Look, Forum isn't just for women any longer. Haven't you heard of the Equal Rights Act? It's the law, you old bag!
So men and women have equal rights. Why should that mean they have to study together, Men and women are different, and there's no denying that. Why should they have to do everything exactly the same way?
Oh, come off it! What's so different about us?
We wear different clothing, we show our emotions differently, we even use different toilets. It's like comparing this impeccable couture skirt of mine to a stinky, threadbare tracksuit.
Just shows what you know. I bet my tracksuit costs more than your entire outfit, and it actually covers my legs.
And the whole world thanks you for that. Some sights can never be unseen, after all. Anyhow, there is simply no reason why girls and boys should have to study together. Why, even if we were to adopt your proposal, the female-to-male ratio would be nearly 70-1. So why don't we just set up a boys' school in some big, stinky swamp somewhere? I dare say you'd be right at home.
Why, you nasty old... Ugh. You expect boys to enjoy that kind of school life? Where's the passion? The romance?
Passion? Romance? A school is a place for education, for study.
Ha! Shows what you know. Romance might be the single most important part of a student's life. Young boys and girls sitting across from each other in the classroom, stealing glances. That's all a part of education. The bittersweet taste of first love is what being young is all about. Not that an old maid like you would know anything about that.
Oh! Who are you calling an old maid?
I think I've heard enough. I'd better stop this before they sink any lower with their insults.
No, that was fun. And that was fun. We need more of that.
Could I have a minute of your time?
Why, you're Idiot Lee!
I thought I knew that mask.
Aye, ma'am. Sweaty Tracksuit, formerly of the Eternian Sky Knights, at your service.
I do remember your mask, but I'm afraid that's all I remember.
Oh, that's all right. It's only natural. I left the Sky Knights 2 years ago due to an injury, and returned to my home to help out. That's when I went back to school, you see. Last year, I finally got my teacher's license. It was a dream come true.
And that's when you came to Florin?
That's right. If I may ask, what brings you here, ma'am?
Miss Lee is Florum's new superintendent of education. She's here to make an important decision about the new school.
Oh, amazing! Daughter of the Grand Marshal, Knights Captain of the Ducal Guard, and now a superintendent, too!
Superintendent Lee.
Would you give it a rest, Tiz? So, why are you so gung-ho about co-education? What drove you to be the leader of this movement?
I guess I just wanted to make this new school into something like the Sky Knights.
Like the Sky Knights?
Yes, ma'am. In the Sky Knights, I served alongside both men and women. Everyone laughing and working together. Sure, we didn't always see eye to eye. Sometimes we even came to blows. But we were always there for each other. I want every young person to be able to experience that kind of camaraderie. That's my real dream. I've even thought of a name for the new school. How about the Florum Academy of Passion and Pedagogy?
That's certainly a name.
I like it! The Florum School of Burning Passion and Pecs!
What in the world?
Oh, shit! The class choice might already be made.
Greetings, little friend. It's been far too long, I'd say. What was your name again?
Tracksuit, sir. Sweaty tracksuit. I was under your direct command, sir.
Oh, ho, ho! And if it ain't Idia, how you been, girlie?
Great! Thanks, Barris.
What an imposing friend you have, Idia. Aren't you going to introduce us?
He was one of the helmsmen of the Sky Knights, a main division of the Eternian forces.
That's right! Feast your eyes on this! You're looking at the legendary warrior, Barris Lair!
Barris Lair, the beast in the ring, holder of the Monk Asterisk. He served briefly alongside Idia in their time as members of the Eternian Sky Knights. A born brawler who lives for the sound of flesh hitting flesh. He has a rugged charm, despite his coarse and vulgar nature. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
So, what are y'all standing around here yammering about, huh? Let me in on the action.
Would you be willing to join the cause, sir? We could definitely use your support.
I really don't get what you're so worked up about, but you just want me to say I'm on your side, right? That good?
What? Yes, sir. To elaborate, the Sky Knights inspired me to create a learning environment unbound by traditional notions of gender and...
Yeah, sounds good. I'll leave the pesky details to you, kid. I'm on your side! Whatever it is you want to do. Bet you're feeling pretty lucky right about now, huh? Who wouldn't? I'm planning to stick around town for a while, so give a holler if you need me. See ya, tracksuit!
Why do I get the feeling he has no idea what he just agreed to?
I have a bad feeling about all this. Again.
Well, Superintendent Lee, shall we go hear what Miss Veeling has to say next?
Where's the other one? It's Monk, though, like... That's a pretty done deal right there. I love the Monk class. I love the ability to just, like, not wear anything, and you deal fuck tons of damage. Combine that with ninjas, things, and everything, and it could actually possibly be amazing.
But you're Idia Lee! Oh, and after I'd gone to such lengths to hide my past in the Duchy's armed forces. Fine, I'll confess. You forced it out of me. I know you've come all this way to track me down.
No, that's really not.
3 years ago, I came with the Blood Rose Legion to corrupt this nation and its people. True, I was only following orders, but still, I knew I had to do something to atone for my crimes, and so I dedicated myself to education. Yes, with this. Education for the educationally challenged. Get your teaching license in just 30 days with our patented method. I studied until I sweat blood, and finally, I became a teacher in this country. Florum is a heavenly nation indeed, full of natural beauty and blessed with a sensitive and gentle-hearted citizenry. I want to preserve its beauty and harmony for generations to come. That is why I teach the girls here as I do.
Such noble resolve. Yes, it has touched me to my core.
Who else was...
Oh,
Fuck.
Einherja?
Einherja Venus, unrelenting warrior and holder of the Valkyrie asterisk.
Fuck.
Eldest of the Venus sisters, and part of the Bloodrose Legion with whom Idia and her friends did battle.
Wasn't that...
Having studied the sword under the same master, she is more than a match for Idia in strength of both body and will. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Alright, so I may be wrong on this, but didn't Valkyrie have what's it called, default piercing? Or was that something else? For some reason I remember that Valkyrie had the ability for us to, like, not have reduced damage if we attack an opponent that has default. Which, fuck! Because that was so good! Templar had it, I thought? I don't know. Hawkeye has default piercing, but this gives it to everyone for, like, just as an actual ability, not something that we have to use as a skill, I believe. Which means that other skills will not have the default reduction. So that can enable a lot of things that just, like, make the attack big enough and it will kill, whether the defaults or otherwise. Ah, damn. Monk had the I think it was natural talent. And it's Space Falls Valkyrie. We need Valkyrie. I don't know now.
Well, did she just jump out of the sky? I take it this is another of your acquaintances, Idia?
I'm afraid so. The Valkyrie Einherja Venus. We studied together under Master Kami Izumi. What are you doing back here in Florum?
Why, for my training, of course. Why else?
Ever the model warrior. Don't you ever relax?
Commander Einherja! Yes? You were one of my soldiers, weren't you, Miss,
Vealing! Rhea Vealing! It was my pleasure to serve, ma'am!
Your efforts on this nation's behalf. They have made a deep impression on me. Seeing your deeds makes me proud to call myself your former commander.
The honor is mine!
So let me get this straight. To preserve Florum's beauty and harmony, you think boys and girls should be taught separately?
Precisely. I would not deny men equal rights. But why should boys and girls have to learn together?
Miss Lee here is the acting superintendent of education. If you have an opinion about the new school, please share it.
I believe I've made my feelings clear. Oh, but I have thought of a possible name for the school. What would you think of this? St. Floria's Academy for Girls!
Yeah, that'll make boys feel real welcome.
A fine name. Elegant and dignified. I wish I'd thought of it myself. We must do whatever we can to see that your ideas are heard. The future of this nation's educational system is at stake.
Yes, ma'am!
It looks like we'll be seeing a lot of each other from now on, Idia. It's good to have you on our side. Till we meet again, comrades!
No, wait!
Now then, Miss Lee, you have heard both sides' opinions. What is your decision?
If it's okay, I'd like to make my report directly to the Chancellor.
Certainly, Miss Lee. Chancellor Duet is currently visiting the Twilight Ruins. You will find her in the Western Village there. I trust you will think things over very carefully before rendering your decision.
The choice I wouldn't actually pick if I was not... I just went to the main for no reason. I am not really a fan of Separate but Equal because that, I don't know, has often really worked in history or any context has ever been used. And just... the way the argument for segregated schools also is just portrayed like, I'm all for equal rights, but why do we have to be in it too? Is sort of a non-starter. And then fuck him up. That's right, these ruins. I guess I gotta reuse them somehow. This is where you originally fought the Valkyrie, if I remember correctly, at the end of it. Oh god, that's right. It's the whole thing of you have to use the switches to get everything. I remember it, yeah. Yeah, a bit, yeah. I didn't even notice there was a yellow fucking thing right there. I'm an idiot. I probably closed a different door. Oh, it's this one right here as well, just the front one. Wait to see Azomagia. What's going on? Share with the class. Oh shit. Not gonna make it. Damn it. Okay, these guys actually have good enough physical defense that I need to actually rely on magic for that. The female teacher said she wanted to establish separate but equal schooling. Needless to say, I have the Valkyrie asterisk now. Yeah, I don't even know if I could really see a way to argue that. Earth. Let's see, can you get rid of it on your own? Oh, wow, yeah, you can. Like, Wait for a minute. Which class am I going for? I'm probably gonna side with them, Fuck! Morally, I need to actually side for, the monk. Because the Valkyrie and, like, the logic they're throwing is just not there. But mechanically, for in-game stuff, I don't know which one has the things that I want, or which one has the other ones that I would be after. Because I'm kind of still tied to the idea of... Actually, wait, it might not be possible. Hopefully you can do it. One more, why not? Ah, shit. We can make it work. Not gonna go after this one, I think. Not trying to go afterwards, at least. Yep, we're not going again. We only have the white mage right now, so call it quits. Yeah, one is much less silly than the other and actually sounds like it could hold water. At least a little bit. Not much, mind you, but it holds some amount of liquid. I forgot. Actually, no, wait, that's stupid of me. The Valkyrie's one that has jump as well. And I remember correctly, back in the original, there actually was a viable strategy about just like abusing jump, wasn't there? Decision was made to allow Florum to open the men-like residence was made in the 2-year time skip. I think arguing about letting men live in the city might have been a better subject. Possibly, yeah. Just a bit, possibly. That thing. I want to say it was wind. I'm remembering wind at least. Examine this. Remember to the ground change achieved. So that infinite jump loop is done. And if I remember correctly, the monk was sort of, for us, a claim to fame involving... It had an attack that allowed you to deal damage equal to the amount of HP you had and left you with 1. And then we minus striked. A bunch of times. And I remember correctly, that's how we did it. So both of them would not necessarily be complete or like launch ready. They cannot instantly be plug and play with what we currently have. They'd be an investment for later. Not knowing what classes are coming up, I actually don't know which one is probably better. If I look at their passes alone from what I remember, honestly, possibly the Valkyrie. Yep, it was wind. Well, with Quadwood, you can hit 999 4 times per attack with the right build, rather than 999 once per hit with minus. True. True. I don't have the right build, but I know it's possible. Why do you keep on putting pastries in chests in a dungeon? It doesn't make sense. One more, I think. We have view for magic. I'll post a very judgmental anime girl emoji at you. Let's do rain 2 times, because I want to see how much the damage boost from the staffs is. It's alright. It probably will shine much more when we actually get to people that are weak to fire. Again, we can get Monk later. Yes, we can. We can get all these classes again later. What does this one open? Oh, that. Gotcha. I thought we had to fight them. That's my guess, but I don't know. Alright, leave us room to go up. Artisan gloves. What are you? Supple gloves that raise dexterity. Hold up. Tiz, my dude. Why do you got these leather gloves? They only give you 1 defense. What you need? Artisan gloves. Your physical defense goes down by 2. I know it sucks, but from 228 to 240. Now that's the good shit. Oh, that's right, I have enough of those. They gave you 0 HP as Ghost, meaning that if all force goes technically as dead party members. A fun build is having you in Ghost status, so you have to use Pacer, I think. And equip the passive MP in a pinch. MP costs are 0 and 20% HP or less. Since the Ghost status means you are always at 0 HP, you have infinite MP and cannot be cherry tapped to death. This can be trouble on some summons remove Ghost. Ah, gotcha. That could be unique, though. It could certainly be interesting. That could be a way for infinite, what's it called, like summoning or like. As a needle on you, and then dart for you. One more. Let's go for wind. I'd kill my GP gains. Shouldn't have. I'll just lay down and watch streams. Awesome, BB guy. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm done playing the game. Alright, with that, it's open. Some say death is the ultimate character growth, so I guess it still checks out. We're feeling brave. Can have a Dia go for this one. Hopefully she can do it. Good. Again with that, so technically we can have like. But you don't have Earth, damn. I think Tiz can two-shot them. He cannot. That's on me. Damn, I thought that'd be enough. In that game, when you have 0 chi, your character will turn into a ghost. If they all turn into a ghost, they will ascend to heaven and you got a game over. Interesting. Never played those Final Fantasy games. One of these days, I actually will. One of the days, I'm going to put it on the vote and just say, hey, which number Final Fantasy game should we actually play? But I'm pretty sure even if I do, you guys are going to pick something else. I don't know what it is. You guys just aren't really ones to really pick on the numbered Final Fantasy games much. You're much more for like Tactics and the like. Seven will win if it ever appeared. I would have to find a copy of it. Actually, wait, no. I think you can get 7 on like PSN and such, and it's actually reasonably priced, so I could probably play the original FF7, but I don't know if people would want to watch that. Wait, I forgot. You offer the free rest.
So, Idia, I understand you studied the sword with Einherja. But what about this Barris person? He's from Eternia too, we?
Yeah. How many years ago was it when we first met? I remember it was just after I joined Master's school. That winter, Eternia was full of talk of an abominable snowman. Supposedly it was prowling the western corridor and ambushing unwary travelers. So I decided to go and deal with it myself.
How old were you then?
10? 12? Old enough to handle a sword, I can say that.
What?
nobody tried to stop you?
Sure, they tried, but I was having none of it. I even convinced Alternus to come with me.
Convinced? Or forced?
Anyway, we headed straight for the Western Corridor. But Einherja caught us before we got there. She'd been sent to bring me back. Alternus tried to help me get away, but Einherja got the jump on him, and my little game was over. Oh, you should have heard me whine. Einherja couldn't wait to get me back to town. But after all the running around and chasing, we were pretty exhausted, all three of us. That's when the blizzard hit. The world turned white. We could barely see, and then a giant figure slowly emerged.
The abominable snowman!
He knocked out Einherja before she knew what hit her. Alternus moved to protect me, but soon he too was on the ground, unconscious. Then it was my turn. I don't know how much time passed. I awoke inside a cave, warmed by a small campfire. When I looked around me, I saw Einherja on the ground, and also Alternus, battered and beaten. Then I heard the thud of heavy footsteps, and a giant shadow loomed across the cave wall.
The abominable snowman!
I knew it had come to eat us, but I didn't even have the strength to stand. I trembled in terror as the giant slowly turned and bared its gruesome fangs at me.
Yikes!
Then, I passed out again. Several days later, I was kneeling on the floor in fencing class, getting a real dressing down from Master. Father had already given me a spanking I wouldn't soon forget. It still stings just thinking about it.
Wow, so, you made it out alive?
Well, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't be here telling you the story, would I?
Well, so, what happened to the, abominable snowman?
Let me guess. It was actually Barris, right?
What? Barris was the abominable snowman?
Don't be silly. Sir Heinkel had ordered Barris to chase the monster away.
Whew, that's a relief. But there really was an abominable snowman?
Kind of. As it turned out, it was just an ice golem that had escaped captivity. It had knocked us out before we could get a good look at it. But Barris showed up and drove it off before it could do any real damage.
Huh. Then after, in the cave...
It was Barris who carried us there, to keep us warm and treat our wounds.
So the second time you passed out, that was Barris?
Yeah, that really cheesed him off. I just grinned at you and you conked out like I was some hulking beast, he said. I guess it hurt his feelings or something. Maybe he's more sensitive than he looks. Every time he saw me, every time, he'd bring up how I fainted at the sight of him. Anyway, he and Alternus ended up as good friends. And Einherja joined Master's school to study the spear. I guess you could say it was the abominable snowman who brought us all together. Anyhow, those two are impossible to talk to. Stubborn as behemoths, the both of them.
What was it they say? Birds of a feather?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Alright. Let's go ahead and save. And back on the Final Fantasy game topic, I can get 7. I have 12. I can probably very easily get Dirge of Cerberus again if we want to go that route, because technically that one is a numbered Final Fantasy game. It's Final Fantasy 7 Dirge of Cerberus. Same with Crisis Core. I think I still have that. What other number of Final Fantasy games can I get? Hey, Azamagia, once again, when people kept on talking about Final Fantasy 7, I assumed it was Dirge of Cerberus. I never saw the base Final Fantasy 7 in the store. I assumed they were talking about Dirge of Cerberus because it was Final Fantasy 7 Dirge of Cerberus. So I just never knew. I bought it, and that's what I thought everyone was raving about. I could not understand whatsoever what was going on. Like, that was my Final Fantasy game, right? That was my Final Fantasy 7 experience. After that, the one I played after that was Crisis Core, admittedly much better, and then 13. And then, in terms of numbered, the car pushes scene from Final Fantasy 15. I just got bored after that, and I figured I'm gonna play a game that doesn't have me pushing a car. Don't hate on it. Oh god. I remember it not being bad. I just remember being very confused at why people keep on mentioning Cloud. It was only in that one cutscene of like him riding his bike in a battle scene. I forget what it actually was, or even the context of it. I remember seeing him and I'm like, oh, that's the guy they keep talking about with the big sword. And I just never understood why everyone loved him. But like, I have access to 7, the actual one, the PS1 version, on PSN, I believe. I have access to 12 already on Steam. I can probably get Dirge of Cerberus again. I doubt it's going to be valued very highly at all. Crisis Core I probably could as well if I want to play that before 7. Weren't you suspicious about the lack of Sephiroth? I was, but people didn't really talk about Sephiroth much. They talked about Cloud and Tifa and Baron more than the actual villain Sephiroth. They might have been trying to avoid spoilers, but that sort of backfired, because I just assumed I was playing the right game, but not getting all the hype. One second. There was one other game that I had access to that I put on the vote, I believe, but people just didn't vote for it. Hold on, which one was it? Game votes. Final Fantasy 12. Also, Final Fantasy 6. I could have gotten that one too, but apparently, like, that one was not as heavily wanted as the others. Or as Crosscode, at least. Like, I still do not know at all about the remake for Final 7 because I actually want to play the original before I play the remake. I feel like I would get a better experience from there. But I've heard a lot that they changed some stuff about it, so that way it's not like an actual retelling. It's more of a new version of the story that they keep on saying might not follow the same story beats as before, just because they do something that shakes it up. That, and I remember one friend of mine, when he played, he kept to mention that they padded the hell out of the game. I don't know how accurate his statements were, but he kept on saying that this one game didn't even cover the full first disc, and that he made the joke that Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be complete after they release 7 versions, or 7 sequels to the Final Fantasy VII. Like, I'm down to play them, but I just do not know which ones to go for. Like, my only positive experience with Final Fantasy is Tactics Advance, World of Final Fantasy, and like Crisis Core. Those are like the only positive experiences I've had with Final Fantasy where I came out of the game actually thinking that was good. Which is probably the first 3-4 hours of the original Final 7. Damn. It's not the whole of disc 1. That is great. Come on, let me up. Alright, a decision has to be made.
Magnificent! Absolutely astounding! Oh, and so well preserved! Yes, I can see no reason not to register these ruins as Luxembourg's 3,867th Cultural Heritage Site!
Just as you say, ma'am, you've been so enthusiastic in your duties, nominating every ruin of any possible cultural significance. Why, you've registered so many sites that not being registered has also become a mark of prestige in culture. Yes, I'd say that this would be a perfect 3,867th Cultural Heritage Site. Nice and tidy and compact, and boring.
Yes, I know it all already. No need to preach to the choir, darling. Let's sit those lips.
Excuse me?
Hello. And who might you be, little girl?
That is Miss Idia Lee, ma'am. The young lady that you recently named Superintendent of Education in Florum.
Oh, of course! Yes, yes, yes! I had not forgotten, dear. I simply didn't recognize her face at first. And what is the superintendent here for, hmm? Oh, wait, I remember. Yes, yes, that's it. She was to investigate whether the new academy in Florum should be co-educational or not.
Precisely, ma'am.
Yes, 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 of course. I am so on top of things, it's frightening. Now, let us hear your opinion, Superintendent. Shall we separate boys and girls in the new school or not? Let's have it out of you. No dawdling.
Well, you see,
Enough waffling! Are you trying to vex me, you vexing vixen? Can't you make a simple decision?
Hang in there, Idia.
Take as much time as you need, Idia. After all, your choice is probably going to drag us into a battle against the losing faction.
You think so too? That's what I've been dreading.
So yeah, honestly, we probably are going to be getting the Valkyrie here, just because I do not agree at all with the stance of separate but equal, but also the monk, while I adore so much what it enables cannot be gotten yet. Like, that key is not open to us yet. So unfortunately, I think Valkyrie will give us the most utility if we go for her skill that is Pierce Defaulting as an ability just for everyone. Coeducation.
The new school in Florum should be co-educational.
And your reasons,
Florum has finally recognized the equality of the sexes and been reborn as a nation where men and women live together in harmony. Tradition is all well and good, but even the Sacred Flower Festival has changed. Why shouldn't schools be any different?
I object, Superintendent Idia Lee.
You didn't even let me finish.
You dare stomp on the hopes and dreams of my loyal subordinate, Idia? And to argue in favor of coeducation, no less. You would sully the elegant traditions of this great nation in the name of some passing fad. You're a disgrace to educators everywhere! That's what you wanted me to say, right, Veeling?
So she doesn't even believe in it. She's just parroting what the other girl wants. David and Maher, and you get the Valkyrie Asterisk. No, you will not receive the monk one. Valkyrie launch hit and run leaping attacks. Take to the skies and come down to unleash devastating attacks on groups of foes. And oh wow, again. And then Monk, a brute strength attacker who doesn't need a weapon to deal massive punishment to individual foes. Like, I feel Monk would have a better time if barehanded counted as like two separate weapons for some reason, like one for each hand. But barehanded counts as one weapon, which means you can do a maximum of 9999, or max damage, if you go for it once. But for everything else, if you dual wield, quad wield, whatever, you can hit that cap multiple times. Can Channing be a what? Why? What? That's a first. Why are you trying to ask for someone else to be a mod? Fair idea. Probably, yeah. Because of the bots, I got them. It's fine. I'm not big enough to really need multiple mods, so like I just go for it. I actually offered it to Angelo at one point, but he said he turned it down, so it's just me. I'm fine. I know Jinkro the mod as well, but he doesn't stop by that often. Sorry, girl, I do not believe in separate but equal, and you need to understand that if culturally you guys have already evolved to understand that men and women are equal, why would you introduce the segregation of that idea from the beginning in the educational system? I frankly don't get it.
So you want to fight, Einherja? I can't even pretend to be surprised.
I must say, I saw this coming as well.
Can't we just get this over with?
Finally, we cross blades again, Idia. Prepare yourself for a crushing defeat. Holder of the Valkyrie asterisk and mightiest of the Venus sisters, you stand before Einherja Venus.
Alright, so if only just like to get numbers on everyone, gonna do one on you, default, and then one on you. What do we have? 10k, weak to none, and humanoid. Ow. Oh, that's right, she has her default thing as well, so she will ignore default damage. Charge up. Did she? Oh, she braved, apparently. What do you know? Next turn we start. Alright, let's try... Because I have the rods that increase damage, I'm going to do fire and mist on them, as well as fire as probably hammer. Hammer on her. You make a bit more. Adia, you can just start attacking random people, honestly, I think. Let's want to do... No, not that. A defense ignoring, default piercing, elements. I'll do an evasion thing for you just to like see how much that actually works. Increase attack counts and go at it. And then Tiz, you got one more turn. Damn. See you later, Shining. Hammer with the power of a train shooting a fireball. Go. Oh no. That missed. Everyone guard! She's coming down. Oh, we can afford to go all out here because she's all that's left, so. Rain. Rain. Heal maximum for everyone. And fuck it, I don't know. And right there. Idea, you can wait. Tiz. Let's go for the shenanigans. Actually, wait, I forgot. You can steal. I forgot that we have to try and steal whatever you have. Silver glaive, all right? And that's it. Ow.
Forgive me, my sisters.
There you go. Bunch of fire. That does it. Alright. Launch the hit and run, keep them, and keep the attacks, and leaping attacks. Skill at powerful BP attack. Favor spears. The specialty is called Soulmate. Surprisingly average, with B's and C's. It's only D's and intelligence in mind. Spheres, of course, are S, and she actually gets, or whoever gets back, actual armor rating. With, like, shields, helms, and armor. We defeated the CEO of discrimination! Yeah, we did.
You've grown strong. We will leave this place. Dry those tears. There are still a great many things you can do for this nation. Let us find another cause together. I will always stand by your side, Rhoda. Ryla?
Rhea Veeling.
Right. Now, farewell, Idia.
Wasn't that...
Your opponent, yes. Or your former opponent. We've just ruled in favor of your co-education proposal.
Truly? But Miss Veeling will also be teaching at the new school, won't she?
Yes, naturally. She's a perfectly capable teacher, after all. We would not exclude her due to petty politics.
Why, that's wonderful. To tell you the truth, I've always considered her awfully...
Yes, I could tell it at a glance. Now zip those lips. Hurry and go running after her. Run! You might still win her heart. Yes, I believe in you. Now off you go.
Yes, ma'am!
Just get him out.
What's the matter, Idia?
I don't know. This just kind of brought it home, you know? There are so many sides to every story.
Yes. How much you've learned. Why, my naming you superintendent was clearly a stroke of genius.
Superintendent, huh? Moving up in the world, aren't we, Idia? To tell the truth, I'm thinking of giving up on the whole bone setter thing myself. Maybe even becoming a teacher or something.
Teaching what exactly? You do know that you need a license to teach, don't you?
A license? Course I got one of those!
You do?
Master Lair is one of the world's foremost martial artists with certificates in every major fighting style, not to mention a license to teach 22 fields of medicine, including orthodox qigong, chiropractic, acupuncture, moxibustion.
Say what?
Yes. A star instructor like you would surely attract promising students from around the world. What do you say? Worth a try, wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. I did tell Holly to come open a clinic with me. And recruiting students and all? That sounds like a royal pain.
No pain, no gain. What have you ever gained without pain? Nothing, that's what.
That mouth of yours! I think my ears are bleeding! Catch you later, you crazy old lady!
What an odd thing to say! Why, the Chancellor's only 40 years of age, middle-aged, yes, but not old by any stretch of...
Prima! Zip those lips.
Alright, get me out of here. I probably should have healed before I warped.